I have to troll, right? Hold on.
What are you laughing about?
The dumbest fucking text I just got. I went to dinner with a buddy, and his girlfriend's texting me like, let me know that he got
Before
home.
you finish the story, our audio is up now.
Never mind that. It was stupid. It was stupid. I'm laughing.
Who is making the goblin recoil noise from old school
I'm saying,
RuneScape?
I hear it slaps.
Who's making that
Can we
noise?
remix it?
I should make that one of our soundboard noises for Discord. Okay, this week is session number 43. And today Zach is giving recap.
Nice.
43? I thought we were on 44.
Are we?
You missed one.
It was the peekaboo session.
No way I missed one. I don't think I missed one.
My session counter's been on track all the way up till now. We always agreed what we were on.
Let me check what Twitch says. See, I did actually split one of the I didn't stream a session, so that might be why. That was like session.
It's literally the peekaboo session. I was right.
I want to say it was session 37.
That was the peekaboo session.
I don't even know what the hell you guys are talking about, but
You know.
You know the peekaboo session.
You know.
You know
Oh, you
where
know.
the peekaboo.
Remember the peekaboo session, bud? You were the DM. I do not remember.
Yeah, we didn't stream it, and
Nope.
then the peekaboo session happened.
It was the
Yeah.
one where
Oh, yeah.
missed it and Zach was
I have no clue.
wasn't here either for some reason. He's probably playing Pathfinder with his real friends.
Mhm.
And I think he was working. It was like when he was working. We had the peekaboo. It was me, you, and Danny. You know, we were playing strip Dungeons and Dragons.
What is that? Every time you lose a saving throw?
Every fail, crit fail, you take an article of clothing off. But the joke's on you because I was only wearing a onesie, so we all win.
Define win.
No, you define win. Actually.
Is he dying laughing?
Actually, the fin.
I don't know what's going on, but your jokes are hitting differently tonight.
I had tequila with dinner, so I apologize.
That would explain it.
Okay. Well, yeah, tequila clears the sinuses,
I was just saying, it's definitely helped with my headache a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Laying down has helped quite a bit as well. I had a really delicious dinner, which was probably the biggest thing. Getting some good Mexican food in you. I do know we're in a swamp right now, and it's not a great time.
We are, in fact, in a swamp.
I would say that the burg that we are in is
rotting.
Rot. Yeah.
I get that feeling too.
So we actually got a lot more done than normal last session.
We did. Yeah. Go ahead.
You tell me.
Is that the consensus? That's the full recap?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's we got we got shit done. We had like 9 days of downtime or something like that. It was over a week. Yeah, in Varrock, and Dermo spent the whole time being pampered at the groomers.
Right?
Yep.
Absolutely S tier downtime, by the way.
There's a lore-related reason for that. You just haven't found out.
Ah,
Hmm.
I
Like
see.
I'm lying. I just wanted to get pet.
Is that sandalwood and lavender? You smell amazing.
I mean, he did get like 5 temporary HP out of it.
Now that's gonna be
Hell of
going
a
on the
dreaming.
first combat encounter.
I think
Pretty
it
sure-
already is
pretty
going.
sure it already
Didn't you
is
get
going.
whacked
Yeah.
by a ghast or
Got hit by
something?
something on the way in here, yeah.
That went away with the first combat encounter.
Not even a combat encounter. It was just a travel fast pass encounter. Anyway, what else did we do?
Dobson looked for a magical item, was unsuccessful in finding what he wanted, and so basically spent the rest of the time just doing research, or trying to at least, or doing like research out in the field around Varrock, but didn't really learn anything new. Zephylos and Urlach came up with this. Let's call it a scheme, I suppose. They figured out where the underground pit fighting ring is in Varrock and made some money there.
Some money?
And
Yeah.
also got their asses beat
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
It looks good on us, though, to be fair.
and developed a plan for overthrowing the Zamorakian church in Varrock at some point down the line.
Forgot you wanted to take over the fucking the entire museum. You're whack, dude. You got a death wish on this guy. Trying to con Urlach into stealing from a museum.
Then we headed back into Mauritania. Spent a month traveling through the swamp to get back to Burgh de Rott.
Was it really a month? Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what. Yeah, it had been a month since we were last there, and then we met up with all the NPCs that we didn't really try to save the last time we fought.
Mhm. We reconnected with the Myreque, and got a lore dump on some history of Mauritania,
Mm-hmm.
and on
from a bit. I remember I messaged him every day.
yeah, we got some information on the various different types of vampires and juvenites and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we heard that there were some Myreque holed up in Mire Ditch, who have been cut off from the rest of the rebellion, and we accepted the quest to go figure out what happened to them.
Forgot about that, but yeah, that was the ending, wasn't it?
Yep. And
Cool.
That's what happened last week on Dragon's Age Z.
Dragon's Age balls.
Track.
Dragon balls.
Hey.
Dragon's
Wait.
Age balls.
That can't just be Dragon Balls because that's just a thing from the show.
Dragon's Age Dragon balls.
There
I'll
you
be
go.
right back. Continue and I'll be right back.
Okay, bye.
Can we continue talking about Zayd's balls?
Mhm.
Well, I think Mrs. DM could tell us more.
Oh God, babe, why did you phrase it like that?
What did she say?
What'd she say?
Oh my God.
Share with the
You
class.
almost give me a heart attack. So, I have a cousin named Ariana, and so Daniela decides to text me, Ariana cheated on her husband. Grande.
Grande, Ariana Grande. Okay, why do you phrase it like that, Mrs. DM? What's wrong with you?
Why did
wrong
you
with
do
you?
that to me?
Why would you do that?
Oh.
You're a monster.
Okay, but the thing that she was trying to tell me is that Ariana Grande cheated on her husband with the guy who played SpongeBob in the SpongeBob musical.
Who cares? I didn't even know she was married. Who does that? Why would you phrase it that way? Use the whole name when it's about celebrity. Don't use first names like it's your fucking buddy. Fucking A, man.
Oh. Somebody's not having the best day ever. No.
I get it.
Oh,
I'm just not laughing, but I do in fact get it.
now.
I'm laughing on the inside, and by that is I think this Mexican food wants out.
You guys got to do that line from Worf.
There's a lot of good Worf lines. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. Here we go. Oh, this is from DS9. Oh, I thought it was from Next Gen. Hang on.
Next Gen's S tier. There's gonna be DMCA though. We're on stream.
Oh, I'm not playing it.
Oh.
I was about to though. Good point. Hopefully that's the right clip and it's not like a YouTube poop or something.
Wouldn't it be nice if it was a
no.
YouTube poop though? It'd be like,
That's a phrase I haven't heard in a long time.
YouTube poop?
Yeah.
They still come up sometimes. I've never ever watched one like other than like the first time and I was like, what is this? And I was like, oh, this is horrible. Never mind.
People just don't label it
And
like that
then-
anymore. It
Yeah,
just
and then I
happens.
watched another one that I didn't recognize it because it just said YTP. And I didn't know what
YouTube
that
poop.
was.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
I was like,
YouTube Poop
oh,
has been around for like 2000
never mind.
years. You guys can continue though. I'm not necessary.
We were just chatting.
Okay, just making sure you weren't waiting on me.
Okay, so let's start.
Yeah, no, we had 8:15 to 8:30. It was supposed to be Zach giving a recap / discussion of YouTube poop, and now we're right on track for starting session. I
Yeah, I
think.
actually have that in my notes here for
Yeah.
what we're gonna do this session is discuss
And
the
actually, it was
worst type of content
8:30
that's on YouTube.
8:30 to 8:31. I have discussing YouTube poop being part of the schedule,
Mhm,
and then
mhm.
8:32 we were supposed to jump right into session. So we got another 12 seconds or so to kill about YouTube poop. Any comments on the discussion of YouTube poop?
Well,
Yeah, I
from
used
my
to watch
point of
them all the
view,
time.
we've got
The
3
Jedi are
hours.
evil.
Right. Well, time's all made up, so we could just YouTube poop the whole deal if we'd like. It's all constructed by humans, so we are humans. We can.
Okay, so we ended last session with just cut off the head.
It is
we
8:31.
ended-
So you're good. Go
we
ahead.
ended last session
Right, let's schedule.
with Valioff giving a long monologue, or maybe it was Polmafi.
No, it was.
I think it was Polmafi.
Was it?
Giving a long monologue about some
Was
of
there
the
two
history.
chicks? There was a chick that talked to us.
She met you out at the outskirts of the village.
She gave us.
Then you went into their little hidden cellar area.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And she talked to us for a while.
and then Valioff and Polmafi talked to you about stuff. And Polmafi told you all about the history, some of the history of Mauritania, some stuff about Loraniel Draken, and some stuff about what they kind of know about the different types of vampires, of which there are several. Did you guys have anything that you came up with since we ended last time to continue that RP, or do you want to go to resting? For the
Resting.
night?
Before resting, I would like to, now that I have currency, do a exchange student program.
Yep.
So-
Oh yeah, with the other wizard. That's right. Okay. let me
Yeah,
see what he's
Polmafi
got.
is a wizard.
Yeah, he's got all of like first level spells.
Hey, listen, sometimes those are the good ones.
Okay, so you spend some time chilling with him, and I'm just gonna type out his list, and then you can.
Here,
This
I'll type
is,
out mine if he wants to, because he said he also has some stuff, you know?
This is his first level spell list.
DM, I noticed a severe lack of spells that might save a endangered planet.
What do you mean? He's got mage armor.
Just figure out a way to cast that around the whole planet, and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Can I send a message to Ventrum?
Yeah.
Baby shark. That's all I'm gonna say.
Did you say
I'm
baby
gonna-
shark?
Yeah, we're gonna start with Baby Shark. We'll hit him with the dudes at like 2 a.m. when it's my fire guard shift.
Dude, just slowly work your way
Wait,
through it.
no,
where
hold
you never
on.
get to rest.
It's always nighttime here. What's their sleep schedule? Dang, I gotta figure it out. He'll reply to me when he's pissed off. I know that much. No, I don't want to hit it with Baby Shark. That's too juvenile. What would Erlich do?
Vampire juvenile.
Yeah.
All right.
Juvenite.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate you using the British spelling of armor in mage armor.
With a
I'm
U?
Canadian.
Oh, fuck.
But that's
You-
also
you
just a
also-
Canadian spelling.
Is it a Canadian thing to put mage armor twice on your list?
Yes.
Danny, do you speak French?
Oh, you know what it was? You were talking about him having mage armor when I was typing, and no, I don't speak French.
And so you
So-
just
so
wrote it
I-
Hey, you
again.
live in Canada but don't speak French?
Big brain, big brain. Okay,
can
the
I-
question
can I-
is...
Ask him for 3 things.
Yes,
Because the 3 things I would request.
maybe. Go ahead.
It would take most of my money, to be transparent with you. But also, I'm not doing anything with it anyways. I wouldn't mind Disguise Self. I wouldn't mind Magic Missile. And I wouldn't mind Alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Because Alarm is just like, hey, we get to rest peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have it with Artificers, but I sniped the last Artificer, so we've
Yeah,
since then lost
kind
Alarm.
of scared him away.
DM, can we have Danny clarify what kind of means? Not
I
sure when he
sort of.
says what. Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of is kind of like what?
Yeah, sort of is kind of. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
what's I'm having a tough time. I can't get this tip of my tongue. What's another way of saying it? We're almost there.
Oh, definitely.
There we are.
There you go.
We ice sniped. We ice sniped our last artificer. We can say that. That's fine. We can just tell the
That
truth.
is a
about it.
factual statement.
So he will
Calculated risk.
he'll let you copy whatever spells down that you like. And he only has enough coinage to get one of yours, so he's gonna take shield
It's good.
from your spell book.
You're wearing plate mail now. That's what that spell says. All right, let's put this 115 platinum to 0 platinum.
I really do
Bye-bye.
wonder what Daishu's up to, man. I hope he's doing well.
Me too.
I feel like he's really just living his best life. I hope.
Yeah.
Now I can give you all of the really good spell scrolls. Now that you have no money left.
And it's not written in my spell book yet, but I do have a 4th level
Yeah.
spell copied in there. Because it won't let me add it because I don't have the spell slots for it yet.
Oh, that's funny.
So on Roll20 it lets you add it preemptively, but on here,
Oh. You can
So.
put it in your notes, I guess.
yeah, I have it on the actual spell scroll. I have in brackets
Yep.
copied into book.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. But yeah. Do I have the identify pearl? I do. We got that from someone.
Shugi asks in the chat, so is Erlich a camel? I just noticed his photo is a camel.
It's
Shugi, I'm gonna
he's-
send you the art of
He's
what
an
he's playing.
Ugthanatos warrior, but camel's fine if you want to be reductive.
Or racist.
So, Shugi, imagine a centaur, okay? But instead of the top half, it's a camel, and
And the
instead
bottom
of the
half is
bottom
also
half,
a
it's
camel.
also a camel.
Right.
I'm sending you a
Um,
picture.
Whoever
But-
invented this at Jagex was absolutely cracked. By
It
the way.
was,
They
it was
were
Mod
just a
Raven,
genius.
and you could see and hear him smile as he was thinking of it.
I've sent you a picture, Shugi. The full the full quality art that's more
If you're
than
trying
5
to-
pixels wide.
If you're trying to figure out why Urluk looks so happy, it's because he
What in
always
the
has
world?
hot sauce in him,
It's
and you
just-
never see him eat it.
I love when people discover that this is a thing that exists in RuneScape lore. It's great.
The hot sauce.
It
I don't know.
feels-
Have I ever sent you the erotic poetry that the Ugthianki warrior read to one of the PCs in my world?
No. I didn't need to know that that
I hate
existed.
that you're talking about this.
Well,
right
no,
now.
because one of the players was playing a centaur, and he's like, "Whoa, smooth, like smooth camel lady, like ugh," and they wrote her poetry, and it was very
Look at those humps.
it was very like, "Oh, mommy."
No. I hate that.
Hold on, I'll try to see if I can fucking.
You don't
find it for
need
you.
to, just so you know.
Anyways,
Yeah, that's
y'all like.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm copying spells, GM.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna
That
put them into
doesn't-
my thing.
They're
and I'm
first
gonna,
level, so what is it like? It's only like an hour, right?
It's an hour each,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. and 50 gold.
That's fine. Okay.
So I'm just going to throw them in, and then I'm going to swap out my prepared ones as well as we rest, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Yeah.
they, I'll put you guys back on this little map of the hideout, which the stream view has not seen any of. So I'm gonna quickly move somebody over here. If it will let me. Will it let me? Oh, I'm not on the ruler tool. Hang on. Go illuminate things on the stream view. Oh, yep.
Get magic missiles,
Okay.
alarm.
So, they are happy to let you stay here in their little hideout. They have several beds that have been just kind of crappily thrown together from whatever they can scavenge. They're not great, but they are beds. When a lot of people, maybe in this village, are sleeping on like some soft dirt. But by beds, I mean like a sack with hay in it. So it's not that much better.
Is there a way I can craft a comfier bed using like foliage or anything?
If you spent some time gathering some.
Oh, I would spend way more time than is culturally acceptable.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that in the evening as long as you are comfortable with leaving the confines of the village potentially by yourself.
I mean, would he express what he was doing?
Good
Like
question.
he would, he would look around and see the drab living situations and mention to one of the three compatriots, probably Zephylos, saying, "I'm not going to sleep on that," and I'll just start walking.
I
Whoa.
mean, Urluk wouldn't really see anything wrong with it, so
We've slept on
he would say
literal
stay
floor.
close. Yeah, I was gonna say stay close. I guess you know you're your own person, Dermo. You know, Urluk's not gonna base. Just
Yeah, I'm
stay
not gonna go
close.
far. Just far enough.
I'll
to
have
get clear.
Striggy fly with you just to like
Urluk will
report
just
back to me
say
if something
stay
happens.
in
Yeah, put
screaming
put
distance.
Striggy on like one of my quills.
Yeah. Urluk
My-
will just advise you stay in screaming distance.
My armored Guardians of Gahul fucking Zeros bird follows you around. Because it is mage armored up actively.
Yes, DM. That is what's happening right now.
And I'm trying to make something work and it's not cooperating with me.
Yeah, as much as the Ice Blitz was fun, I am unpreparing Ice Knife.
Oh.
It's just everything that resists necrotic also tends to resist cold. So as much as it was fun double dipping, sometimes Magic Missile is just actually better.
It's also like one of the worst first level spells, not gonna lie.
I took it for the flavor.
Yeah. Isn't it also conjuration for some reason? Or did I
I
make
think
that
either
up?
that or transmutation. It's one of the two. I don't think it's evocation.
Yeah, it's not evocation for some reason.
It's because you make the knife, so I think it's transmutation because you ice bend it into shape and then throw it. Hold on, it's conjuration. No, it's you literally summon a nice knife. Lol.
Sorry, I had to go grab a drink.
Yeah, how dare you be thirsty? Actually, I didn't drink as well. Hold on, I'm gonna get up.
Also, guys, I did unprepare fireball.
No,
Oh,
fireball.
What?
What, you figured what? You
Huh?
So I think I figured out why, DM. So he bullied out one player with ice. He bullied out one player with fire. He's gonna change now. He's gonna do like earth. He's gonna like mold earth around a player and lock
I
him in.
got the blood AoE.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta do one
Oh,
of
that's
every
fine.
element to bully
That's
a
right.
player out, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Alright.
that's the goal, David.
I'm sorry, Dermo. I think you're next, statistically speaking.
Yeah.
I mean, you're due for a couple, I think, actually.
I kind of double dipped on them, so it's only fair.
I'm okay with dying.
We don't want to kill Dermo. We just want to make him not a part of the party. It's different.
Me
We
when I see
don't
Dermo.
want to kill Dermo. We want to make him feel so unwelcome he leaves on his own. There's a
I don't
difference.
think you physically can. I mean, Dermo in general exuberates the unwelcome energy. So I mean,
we just want Dermo to feel like an outcast overnight. That's what we want. Let everyone discover what a Gobi actually is, and then make him feel bad about it.
yeah. It'll be interesting. I
If
feel
we
like
ever
when
make
you
our way
get
out
the
there, yeah.
Gobi.
Because none of us know what the fuck a Gobi is, so...
I mean, apparently neither do I.
Like I said, none of us know what a fucking Gobi is.
The good news is, you might never actually find out, depending on how badly I play my character.
What's crazy is Dermo's the only one who knows how to play I Win, and he's like gonna be an absolute idiot if he tries to play.
What should I get rid of? Invisibility or hold? Sorry, not invisibility. Invisibility is a must. What should I get rid of? Misty Step or Hold Person?
No, whole person. Get rid of whole person, man.
Yeah,
Misty
let's be
Step's
completely
so
real.
bad.
Because I
We're
want to take an
aiming for
Ancient
the
Curse instead. I'm taking Sap Adrenaline.
Misty Step is too good. Hold Person is good, but and there are a lot of humanoids in this campaign,
I
but
was going to say, didn't you make vampires humanoids? Like, is
they
it
are
not?
humanoids, yes. They're not
Yeah.
undead. But Misty Step is even better, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a good get out of jail free
Who
card.
is the cleanest little girl I know?
It does a bajillion different
So
things.
beautiful.
So yeah, I've done my cultural exchange. I didn't teach him ancient magic.
Good to know that you won't be stunning my NPCs. Cool.
I traded it out for slow GM. So you're going to have
Oh shit.
Don't worry.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, I'm upgrading here. Upgrades, people.
Upgrading. Good, good. Good. Hopefully you'll hit some allies with that slow as well. That'd be
Oh,
fun.
listen. I'm the pro of threading the needle on AOE's. I've demonstrated my ability to do math and calculate on a grid. Do you remember that time I centered an AOE on a party member? That was so calculated.
Yeah, that worked out so well.
Listen,
Tore the party in
calculated
half. You
risk,
lost
but-
half of your magic items. Lost the tank.
You also
Say,
lost the trust of all your
half our
friends and
magic
family.
items? You mean the artificer that could conjure them magically?
Before that,
Before that.
Cool. You rest?
Well, how well did my
yeah.
party go?
Let's see if you get ambushed by something really terrible.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
GM, I put alarms up
Ooh, lucky
GM?
you. On what?
everywhere.
Do you get one or
I look with
It's
the
a
like the-
ritual, GM.
the area that? Okay, so you'd be spending quite a bit of time doing that because the area covers only a 20-foot cube.
Okay, I'd do like the entrances to this building.
Cool.
Erlich would like to send a message before
The
bed.
entrance to this area is a single trapdoor, and the entrance to the building is all of the walls because it has no walls.
Okay, so I'll just do the entire surface area of the building because I assume
Cool.
a 20-foot cube will cover most of it.
2 of them will cover it. So
Yes, I
that'll
do.
also
I
make 20 minutes.
do
Cool.
3 in total. 2 upstairs, which also hits the trap door, and then 1 down here in case something teleports in.
When you're done, Paul Maffey he's like, oh yeah, I keep up alarms on the entrance too.
Now we
Now we have
Well,
2.
now we have 2.
Even better.
So if they're dispelled, I start tapping my
yes.
temple of my head.
Big brain. Dermo, luckily nothing comes to kill you.
Yeah.
I rolled super high on the D100 where low would be something bad. So
Alright.
you find yourself not being attacked by the horrible
I don't
wildlife.
find myself being attacked.
Dermo's art is so fucking cursed.
What?
Do you not like it?
I zoom in
Why?
on it, and those eyes fucking haunt me.
Oh yeah, they're kind of creepy. Not gonna lie.
Well,
So you
yeah.
do find some vegetation that you can use to pad
Does any of it
2
edible or
beds.
just, like literal. Just
Huh?
straight veggies? Could I eat any of it?
You weren't looking for food. You were looking for
No,
stuff
I
for
know.
a bed.
But you know how I am. I probably would have been meat.
You're maybe.
That's
It
fine.
prob-
It
it's
doesn't
not-
make any difference. I mean, I won't.
You didn't pick up stuff that would really feed you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna do anything with it. It's just one of those questions that I feel necessitates asking.
Cool. All right. So the party goes to rest. Wakes up the next day.
Damn it.
And the rest of the Myreque will either be somewhere about the village, in the cellar, or yeah, probably just those 2. Yeah. Are you planning on setting out right away, or do you want to do something in the
Is
village?
Erlich awake yet? He normally would wake up super early, right?
What do you...
Like is he actively awake?
Is he Shab?
Sorry, what?
Is Erlich actively awake at
It'd be
early
nighttime,
morning.
so probably not now. He'd be asleep.
No, not
early
night.
morning now.
Wake up.
Oh, early morning. Yeah, he's an early morning person.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. All right, so I'll saunter over and strike. Erlich, good morning.
You'll see him like grooming himself.
What kind of grooming? Like mouth or like just
Yeah,
like
like mouth, like licking his shoulder and arm, trying to like get some of the swamp off of him a bit.
Yeah, I totally feel that. Because I do a similar thing, but with like my hands. Tell me if you feel so inclined. Do you have any specific goals besides Theros's will? Not that it's not enough of a goal, of course, but
his goal is to like recover relics of like Zeros' past.
right,
So, like,
right.
you would express that like the things that Zephylos were saying about the museum robbing it was like the opposite of what what Erlich is about. Erlich would be about putting things in the museum to keep them like sacred.
Yeah, so could we expand on that then, if you have interest in this conversation?
Yeah, like what kind of things are you asking about? I guess, right?
Yeah. So, what's your philosophy on? Because I'm going to introduce that I'm quite new to the Zerosian faith, and my concept of it may not be as deep as someone who's lived it for the past millennia.
Sorry, say that again. My
I would be prying more into your like religious background and your concepts more
yeah.
than specifics.
Urluk's pilgrims around the world. Like he's more of a pilgrim of like Gielinor. So he's seen a lot of everything, but he's not really like a master of anything. He's more of like seen a lot of different things and
Yeah. Could I
Pharaoh just
actually
sent him
we go
around.
into that a little bit because I'm also new to Gielinor in general.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be interesting to see. I think as Dermo, I would compare my life on Mazcab to his experiences on Gielinor. Especially coming from a desert, I feel like it'd be very similar in some ways, but also very foreign in others.
Yeah, definitely. Some things are far more familiar to Urluk, sure. Like he spent a lot more time in the deserts than he did roaming around the plains and stuff
Right,
of
right.
Misthalin, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd reminisce a little bit with it, explaining some of the more unique things that Mazcab has to offer, such as the forests of the Nemi
Mm-hmm.
and the creatures that I would have grown up knowing that would be completely foreign to a Gielinor resident.
Yeah, which creatures would you describe? Just like I know.
Those little spinny ones.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because they're in the Nemi forest.
I don't know the name. Well, Dermo knows the name that his tribe calls it, which
Yeah.
is scrolling. Of course, he knows all this stuff. Why does it not say it on the wiki page? Why is everyone on the wiki so specifically? All right, there's a Koloa, there's a carrot, that's a papaka, and a snuffle. Would Gobi speak this in common? I'm presuming so, but would all these names be just common names?
What are you talking about?
The wildlife of Mazcab?
Oh.
Or would they be translated names?
Mm,
'Cause one of their names is literally Snuffle.
Snuffle. Those are the common names for them, I guess.
Okay. So, no, I'd probably describe a carrot, actually. I think that'd be,
A carrot?
yeah, this is the flying ones that look like a carrot. They are called carrots.
A carrot. Carrots were food that could feed the reindeer in the 2013 Christmas event.
That's really interesting. Carrots,
And
in this case,
They
look
were
like
removed
carrots.
after an update. Oh.
The
Feeding-
examine test says
Feeding one to
won't
an
help you
evil
see in the dark.
reindeer earns you 3 naughty points.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'll explain a bit about the carrot in specific, and how they operate on Mazcab, and some interesting facts about them that I've picked up. Would you go into that? I know Dobson would be more interested in this, but since you're just awake early, I figured we'd talk about it.
There wouldn't be a ton of examples Urluk's actually had. He just knows that he's called to run around looking for these things.
Right. So yeah, we probably stick to more of the task of speaking on Zeros, and I'm trying to learn more about him without it being a quiz book, per se. Like, I'd like to just learn what other people believe about him. and see if I resonate with that concept.
Urluk probably wouldn't be ready to share a lot of the inner things that Zeros like has been.
Oh, this would be super surface level. I mean, I've only been in the faith for a month or two, you know. This would be like
Right. What has Zephylos shared with you really?
overall just his goals. He's a god of fate, and he was betrayed by Zamorak, so on and so forth. He's incorporeal, so on. You know, just the kind of the stuff you'd read in the Cliff Notes version of the Bible.
I mean, maybe I haven't thought about it that far. What Urluk would be willing to share.
So yeah, we would just have a nice normal conversation, reminisce a little bit, and
I know that Urluk's kind of focused on like material culture things of like from the God Wars, right?
could I show him some of my artifacts from where I come from, and explain how they have meaning to me?
Which things?
So not necessarily like particular items, but just some of my keychain kind of things, the things that are like physically attached to my body, like, you know, jewelry and like not artifacts per se, but like, you know, some cultural significant outfit pieces. Because obviously I'm not carrying like a specific like I'm not carrying like a statuette or anything, but you know, we have like how, you know, Americans have different jewelry than like, let's say, Asian cultures and things like that. So I would show them that, and like my you know, bodily things.
You have them on you? Like you're gonna show me like your trinkets and stuff?
Yeah, trinkets and, you know,
I mean,
like
not all of them are Zerosian because they're like things.
almost none of them would be directly Zerosian. Obviously, my staff is, but just showing him like my cultural heritage stuff as well, and how much they mean to me, so I understand the plight of trying to.
Urluk wouldn't show like his secret things, but he would share a little bit about his tribe, I guess. The tribe
Sure,
of
yeah.
the
Yeah,
tribe.
I'm not like prying. I'm more so just, you know, like
Yeah,
show and tell.
he has a couple like interesting pieces. One being on his Kopesh. The hilt of his Kopesh kind of looks like the head of a cobra at the bottom at the base, right?
Okay. What I've seen cobras, I'm sure.
Sure, they're just a snake, right?
Yeah, it's just like a cool looking snake.
Yeah, like his tribe's all about like the cobra for some reason. He hasn't explained.
So you guys are birthed from cobras, or does it have some deeper significance, or is it just like a mascot?
Erluk would explain a little bit about how the cobra shows kind of like no fear in battle, and how his people kind of take a part of that.
So a spiritual mascot then.
In a way, if that helps, yeah.
Okay. All right, and we'll let it go on from there, so we don't hold up too long.
All right, yeah. Yeah, I don't know like how much more else to really like.
No, yeah, if you're not willing to like go.
I mean, he talked about his tribe a little bit, but like I don't have my notes pulled up, and I'm like in my desk trying to. I'm like, you know.
No, yeah, it doesn't have to be anything specific. If you're not in the
think
position
of like all the things I wrote down, I would share some with. I can send it to you when I get back to my desk. I'm just not thinking.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
We would just have had a little conversation while we waited for them to wake up, because Dermo wakes up a little earlier.
Alrighty. What's the plan for this day?
Well, I mean, we should probably talk with the Myreque about like the route to the Mire Ditch,
That might be a good idea.
because we have no idea about the actual like geography of Mire Ditch, right?
Mm.
So like they might have experience. So let's inquire about that.
Okay, so you go and get Polmafi and Valiaf their attention again. Sani is happening to be standing around as well, so she joins in the conversation.
Okay. As we said, we're happy to help and we're willing to go check on the other branch of the Myreque, but we know virtually nothing of this Mire Ditch. Could you give us some context about kind of how it works and how we would get there?
Valiaf will answer. He's like, "Oh yeah, of course. Mire Ditch. Let me start by telling you about the Sanguinesti region as a whole. So, the Sanguinesti region is the southeastern sort of corner of Mauritania. It's comprised of two sort of neighboring cities, I guess you might be able to call them. Darkmire is where all of the vampires live. At its corner, northwestern corner, is Castle Draken, where the Drakens reside in all of their disgusting glory. On the south edge of Darkmire, neighboring it very closely, is Mire Ditch, and that is where they keep all of the humans and few other humanoids prisoner, so that they may feed on their blood. It's a horrible place, as the stories are told. I've never been there. Densely packed, horrible living conditions, very little food. They're essentially kept there like cattle. It's surrounded by high walls, watched over by thousands of flying vampires with very keen eyes and ears. Anyway, you were talking about getting over there. Between here and Mire Ditch is pretty much straight to the east. You'll have to cross a wooded area to get through there. The swamp that you've been traveling in very much doesn't quite extend this far south. It stops about just about at Morton, which of course we're south of right now. So the travel shouldn't be quite as bad as the trip through the swamp, but you should be careful of any lurking creatures, but more likely you might run into some vampires, as there are some who patrol the area near Sanguinesti looking for those that have run away.
Okay, that's excellent context.
My headache is getting a little worse, guys. I'm being honest, so I don't know how long I can stick around, but yeah, I'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us know if you need to tap out and we can end or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a light thing, so as long as I'm laying here listening, I'm okay.
Okay.
I suppose then we head dead east then to avoid the swamp. But yeah, getting past the vampires who are on patrol will be a challenge, but we'll do what we have to do.
Very good. Do let us know if you need anything else. I think we should have some... we have some spare potions, don't we? What the hell's his name? Polmafi. And he looks over at Valiaf and he nods, and he goes to the other room and comes back with 2 potions of healing and hands them off to you guys. Here you go. Use these well. You might need them more than us for now.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm sorry, how many were there?
2.
Alright, I think I already have one. Doctor, do you have any?
I have one.
Alright, well, it'll be your luck.
Oh, also, if you would like, I also have a spare silver sickle or 2 probably lying around somewhere. It's been kind of our weapon of choice against these vampires. We happen to have come across someone that had a couple of them and sort of adopted them as our sort of thing. I'd be happy to give you. I should have 2, if anyone would like them. The silver should help you to take down some vampires if you need a weapon.
I don't think any of us can use strength weapons effectively.
He doesn't know that.
I'll say I'm personally good. I have a silver dagger myself, and
Oh, excellent.
and a lot of us really use magic mostly. That seems to work on them.
I see.
We're
Well,
all mages to a degree, I'd say.
Good.
I do not require any thank you. I use spells mostly.
So I guess all that's left, team, is we have to head out and see if we can reconnect with the Myreque that are over there.
All right.
Yeah, let's make that head out. And while we're making the trek, whenever it's not dangerous, Zephylos and I can chit chat about Zeros and concepts of the religion as a whole.
Yeah, I think like how you would get Zerosianism from me versus Urlock would be very different.
Oh, of course, and that's kind of what
Yeah, he's a lot more of a a wise mentor-y, whereas Zephylos definitely kind of more resembles the
Zealot.
ambition of a Zerosian, you know, that's like hungry, you know. So you definitely get that side from.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll probably fill in kind of my philosophy with religion and stuff, and you know, obviously, like, we have a very big star culture, like space and like well, we don't know it technically as space, but you know, the skies and the heavens above, and what they mean to us.
Yeah. Oh, and Zephylos will listen. It's definitely peculiar to hear about like a culture that comprises of people like living on a different plane of existence. Like the most he's kind of had experience of that is like the loose demonology he studied.
Well, something I could draw a parallel to is the concept of fate, as you describe under Zerosianism, falling much in line with the concepts of astrology, or you know, what we would consider astrology in this culture. You know, like the shapes having meanings, and the signs and what they do for us, but also what they mean when certain planetary bodies are in a certain formation, what kind of effects they could have upon the mind and the body. And the fact that through some divine means, I have found a way to harness more power from the stars than I think a normal person does. And how that tends to fall on the line of fate in some ways.
Can I tell you a secret, Dermo?
or it wouldn't be a
I'd-
secret anymore.
Well, my understanding of Zerosianism is a little bit rude because I'm kind of getting it from someone else's memory, right? Zerosianism is less about fate. Fate's a bit of a mistranslation. It's more about control. People associate Zeros with fate because, it's a divine higher power influencing the world, but it's more so about a conscientious planning. It's about executing your goals to have favorable outcomes. So just keep in mind, it's a lot less kind of leaving it up to the universe and kind of grabbing the universe by the horns.
In some ways, I mean, fate is like that. We like to lie to ourselves and attribute certain actions and consequences around us to fate when really it's our actions having consequences. And fate is the representation of what we see, not what we don't see. Because for every action that is in front of us, there's a million behind us that were not acted upon. Therefore, fate is only the visual of the universe.
My computer just shut off. Can you hear me?
No,
We hear you.
no one responded after that, so I was just waiting
Yeah,
to.
I was
For Dean normally moves on after like 10 seconds of quiet.
I let you guys
I'm more just listening.
do
I
your
think,
thing.
this
You
session.
guys spur on the story most of the time,
Sure.
and
All right,
so I let
I'll
you do that
expand
when
on
you're ready.
for a while we walk about how fate and control don't necessarily have to be mutually exclusive.
Okay. So, leaving the village, do you plan to just go straight east?
Do we see the body of? Oh no, we don't. It's not even on the map. That's meta knowledge of Dan. Dan's going to shut up and say go straight east. That's my vote.
Okay,
Where have we been led by the Meyer Burgh boys?
Where have you been led?
Yeah, like where we would have talked to them and they would have given us some concepts or some hints about
Where he gives
whereabouts.
a whole speech.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was a monologue a couple minutes ago.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm presuming we would follow that
Yeah.
Straight
monologue.
east.
Yeah, his directions was it's straight east of here.
Yeah, so I mean, why wouldn't we follow that instruction?
He would probably also mention that it's about a week's worth of travel, I think. Let's see what-
Could we triple down on our rations, make sure everyone's good, and just do a little backpack check and then head out?
Okay. Yeah, you can actually, do they have spare rations? They do not have spare rations to give you here,
Could
actually.
I go ahead and no, oh yeah, we don't need no.
Um,
We're good on rations, guys.
Okay.
We're more just making sure that we have enough. Now, are any of them tagging along, or are we just doing a solo 4-man?
None of them are tagging along with you.
Okay, yeah, then we're totally fine, guys. No, keep your food to yourselves.
Keep your food to yourself. On that topic, as you are exiting the village, a young woman approaches the four of you, and says, "Hey, do you have any food? I'm hungry."
Could I check her out and see? Not like that, but
Hmm.
could I inspect her to see what? First of all, how emaciated is she? Does she look severely hungry, or does she look like she's eaten recently? And then also, does she look like a murderous, horrible vampire lady?
She doesn't look like a vampire.
Good.
But
Good
she
first
is
step.
pretty. She's pretty pale, but not like gray like the vampires are.
Do I know anything about
so
how vampires feed? How do they suck
she's
the blood from people?
she's also like really, really thin.
Yeah, how do they suck
um,
blood normally? From what I know about vampires that I've seen, they go for the neck like in the movies, or is this
Yeah,
more like
it's usually the neck.
Could I inspect for
it could be
bite
like
marks?
it could be like the arm.
Could I inspect for bite marks quickly, or would that have to be like a more in-depth?
She there is a fairly noticeable mark on her neck. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to offer some of my vegetarian rations. One set of dried fruits and nuts.
She takes the food and she's, "Oh, thank you so much, thank you." And then she goes and scurries off somewhere in the village.
Little did she know I put no.
It's poison. The almonds contain cyanide in
The
trace
almonds
amounts.
contained nuts, and she was
So if she
allergic
eats
to nuts.
10 pounds of almonds, she'll get a slight stomach ache.
Dude, okay, I eat 10 pounds of cashews and I don't even get a stomach ache. She needs
Those
to,
don't have
that's a
cyanide in
skill
them.
issue, you know? I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay. As you are, as
Wait,
the
where's
party
she scurry towards? Like away from the city or towards the city?
somewhere else in the village.
Okay, okay.
You see her go into like one of the many decrepit shacks of the
Yeah.
village. It doesn't really have complete walls, but you see two other people inside there. You can barely make out between two busted planks in the wall. Two other people in there she splits the food with. They
Does
start
she
eating
split it fairly, or is there an unfair split?
You can't tell from here because they are
In my brain, could I
There's
think
some
of if she would fairly
blocking.
split it or not?
insight check.
Does she seem like the type who would share fairly? Sure, why not? Yeah, there's
No-
no way I would know about that.
You have no
That is
clue.
not even a
Your
concept.
interaction was not long enough with her to
Yeah.
really know if she was going to share the food or not. As the party is exiting the village and starting to move at their normal pace, Sliskay's voice will echo in the heads of Zephylos and Urluk in the usual way, and he says, "You guys are gonna visit me, right?"
Do they have a look on their face when this happens? Do they have like a quizzical or anything like on their visuals, or it just does that?
Oh, we're how you seeing my squint?
He does wear a mage armor helmet.
Yeah, he also is not very cool for not letting me see his cool ass face making a squint.
I know.
As it's happening, the two of them would get, like each time that happens, a sensation of like, sort of like a fuzzy sort of dizziness. It really like occupies all of your thinking when it's happening. It's difficult to ignore.
I'll give Urlok a look and say, I'll whisper to him. I'll say, our mutual friend is becoming quite persistent with his discussions with us.
We're looking for a fighter, I believe. Still. No.
I don't think we're looking for a fight. No.
The money can be quite lucrative.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's what he's talking about.
I'm like, I don't think we're going to go rematch after we got our asses thoroughly kicked. And then it's like, oh no, I'm being
Guys are
debated.
waiting for it. Urluk nod. What are you thinking then?
I don't know. We're in rather new territory, you know?
The swamp, I think, is new territory to us all.
I meant dealing with an eldritch being that is fucking with our minds.
Speaking of, can I send a message to Vanstrom?
Yeah.
I think I just want to tell him like, hey, we got a couple questions about some Eldritch beings. You mind helping us out? No reply. Nothing.
Hang on.
Oh boy, that's worse
He
than nothing.
replies with this.
It's worse than nothing. What does he reply with?
Oh, you're not at your computer. Damn it.
I can see Discord on my phone.
Oh, I'll put it in Discord.
Okay. What is it? Oh boy.
He's typing. Vanstrom is typing. Car's Eldritch warranty. Amazing.
Is that what he replies with? We're trying to inquire
That
about
that was
information.
that was his reply to your sending. It's...
It seems the man has lost his marbles. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how we would proceed, Zephylos. I'm definitely open to suggestions. I feel like you guys are going to me a lot tonight, and I really don't have the mental energy for it. I was more just listening in tonight. Is what I was hoping for.
No worries. But yeah, no, Zephylos will just kind of let this problem stew a bit, you know.
Mm-hmm. We will
This is-
circle back to it when I have more energy.
But yeah, we keep heading east.
Okay. You head east. The terrain is marshy and a little soggy, but nothing like the swamp where you have to navigate your way around mazes of tar pools and rivers and cliffs and things like that. So the travel is much faster here. It is the terrain itself is kind of hilly, mostly forested. Here, the trees are, some of them are dead, like in the swamp, but some of them are not dead. So not quite as bleak as the deadness of the swamp. Let's see. On the first night, nobody comes to kill you. On the second day, we're gonna move a little further.
They did that in the like Lucky Charms ringtone.
Yeah, that it's magically delicious.
No one comes to kill you. That's great.
I don't
Part
know
of
if that's
a
perfect,
complete
but-
breakfast. So, on on the second day in the morning, you all are starting off your travel for the day. About 10 minutes in, something happens which will require Zephylos and Urlach to make Constitution saving throws, and I will make yours for you, Shab.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Con's
Got
not
you,
my
bro.
strongest, stat, but we'll manage.
Wasn't your strongest stat, but it was a pretty good character.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
liked Con. Con was fun. Whatever
Okay.
happened to him?
Oh, I should have public rolled that, but he rolled a 7,
Did you ice knife him? What happened?
and Zephylos secretly ice knifed himself.
Am I remembering that story properly? Did Con get ice knifed?
No, Dermo
Daishu.
got ice knifed. No, Daishu got
Daishu.
ice knifed.
Oh, you ice knifed his tribe. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so a 15 and a 7 will both fail.
Very cool.
15 so
will
the
fail. Oh.
the 15 fails. The two of you will feel a very painful experience
Yeah, that's
while you are walking. A feeling almost like some force has reached into your chest and has clutched and squeezed your insides.
I have a pretty big insides.
And so, each of you have to roll a d8, please, and I will roll again for Shab.
Yeah, I rolled a 5 in
And
my
I'm not gonna roll it private this time.
Yeah, I rolled a 5 in my head, yeah.
I lose 4 of my kidneys.
You lose 4 kidneys. Oh no, just the 2 of them. Sorry, not everybody in the party. And
That's great,
Bless
because Dermo
you.
almost lost 8.
yeah,
Oh,
Dermo
kidney.
almost lost 8 something. Each of you have your max HP reduced by the number that you rolled on the d8 for 24 hours.
Yucky.
Yeah,
How many hours was it?
24 hours, one day.
Okay.
So I'm gonna write that on
24
your
hours for what? I apologize.
This is not affecting Dermo,
Oh, yeah.
but they are having their max HP reduced by.
Do I notice this happening? Like, is it a visual effect, or is this like they just kind of?
There is not a visual effect, but they might cry out in pain.
Yeah. Do you guys
'Cause
cry
it
like little
hurts a
babies?
lot. It does hurt a lot. I'm gonna write in. Oh, there's a little plus max
Hey, what's the
box.
lore
No,
reason
it
for
doesn't
not
leave at
affecting me?
-4 in there.
Oh, god damn it.
I was putting it there because I'm hoping. No. It's fine. I'll just put my HP down by 4 and I'll remember.
Dragon's Aid, what is the lore
Will you,
reason
though?
for me not being affected?
Whatever this effect is did not target you, it seems. I'm
gonna
just
say it's because I'm super
writing
strong.
max HP -6 in Erluk's bio paragraph.
I'm making it an effect.
Oh, that's probably the better way to do it, but I don't want to do that right now. So, as soon as you're done wincing in pain, the 2 of you,
Urlach does that a lot.
the 2 of you, you hear Sliskay's voice once again. He says, "Come on, I'm bored."
What would you like, Sosliske?
You don't get a response.
Getting some real collector vibes from him.
Yeah,
Collector.
no, I mean, you're about a Slayer Master too late on that one, buddy.
Okay, can you put this back into the third corner?
Yeah, okay. At this point, we're actually being actively harmed. So I'll look to the other 2 members and I'll say, so slight wrench in the plan. Before we met you, Dr. Dobbs, and while you were in that coma, Dermo, we fought against the undead hordes of a very powerful necromancer. And we lost. And since then, he's put some weird effect on us that's let him speak into our mind, and we're marked. And he's been bugging us to come see him, and we've been.
You see Urlach swatting at his head like a fly flying around.
Yeah, we've been neglecting his requests, so now he's starting to fuck with us. So we might have to go see him, or else, we might not make it to Myreque.
Okay.
It's just like, yeah, whatever, man. Sounds great.
Well, I think if anything, I think you would enjoy this trip. You might find some cool things for your bestiary.
Enjoy.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen a white before?
I haven't. It sounds cool.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
It's almost as cool as a yellow. While we're walking, could I pull on Dobson's ear?
I mean, you could, but why?
Not like a literal way, like get your attention.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, okay, baby. You gotta relax. Alright, very cool. Hey, I'm on the phone, okay? I love you. Alright. We were speaking this morning with Urluk, and I figured I actually would bring this up with you because I thought you might find some interest in it. I'm not from here, if you couldn't have figured that one out.
I don't think any of us are.
Not here, but like here. Like this this plane or universe or whatever we call it in this game.
Plane would probably be the term you'd use.
I'm not from this plane of existence.
My notepad is out, or my I'm taking notes.
I thought about it in the moment when I was talking to Urluk, but we have some fauna on my home planet that is native to our lands, but I've noticed a severe lack of here. And I would like to document a few of the creatures and just what I know about them. I probably wouldn't have a super deep knowledge of them, but I'd have like, I like nature. I'd be a big survivalist, so without me eating them, I would know a lot about them. Like caring for them potentially, or I wouldn't have trapped them for hunting reasons, so I wouldn't know maybe what they taste like or anything like that. But I would know some of the more tending concepts about them.
Habits,
Keep them out
dietary
of your trash
restrictions,
can.
stuff like that.
Yeah, especially what they're interested in eating and what they don't like. Things like some of them might not like salt.
Mm-hmm.
But I would just share that as we're going. I mean, this is a longer trip, so I thought you'd find interest in having something to think about that isn't the marsh. That would be, I don't know how long it would last, but that would be part of the trip, our conversations.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna have to go lay down for good, guys.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
don't lay
that's
down
clear.
for bad.
Night.
Night. Feel
See you
better.
later.
Thanks.
Take it easy.
My jokes are what made him leave, just so you guys know.
I'm
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah.
What a trooper for coming out, though. That's my favorite thing another player did. Stab trying.
Shab tried to sit upright. It didn't work.
Yeah, so my favorite one is called it's a Popocoa. Popoca. Sorry, not Koa, but Ka. Popoca. It looks like a evergreen tree with legs and eyes.
Oh, I hate that. I just looked up the picture. It's like a snail with feet.
I will relate it to an evergreen tree because that's what I've seen here. But yeah, it kind of is like a
It's got
snail.
snail eyeballs and human feet.
And I tell you about the carrot, the kaloa, and the snuffle.
Snuffle.
But I would call it whatever our tongue says it is. I don't want to call it such a stupid name.
Snuffle? What's wrong with Snuffle?
It's just too English. Like all three of the other names. I mean, obviously carrot is a play on the word carrot, but like, I don't know. I feel like snuffle is it just sounds too Americanized.
Because it's got a nose. It's sniffing things. So it's Snuffle.
Interesting. I hate it.
Wait, Snuffle is an item. Oh, it's just when you catch it. Never mind.
Yeah. It's gonna show
I
you the
believe you're
item. but
objectifying
it's-
these as an animal.
And then Koloa is like Why does this remind me of something? I don't know what.
Yeah. The Snuffle look ridiculous. They shouldn't exist. They've only been able to exist through genetic modification and through selective breeding, and a lot of the people in our community are very against it.
You might not like hobgoblins then.
I don't like any hobs.
I was gonna say, or like the entire religion of Bandos. Like they're literally just like Orc Factory, like the religion.
No, but anyway. Yeah, so for a day or so while we're walking, I know you're bored, I'm bored. So I just fill you in with some of the fauna related things from my planet. And I would mention it as being called Mazcab, where I'm from.
Okay.
But I mean, there might be different city names. I mean, obviously, in RuneScape, there's only so much, but I'm sure there's more to it. It's an entire planet on the back of a thing.
I take a lot of notes. I just kind of listen and take notes on all of it.
All right.
So you're going to provide like a PDF of his
Chantilly.
notebook at the end of the campaign, right, Zach?
So instead of calling it Mazcab, I would have referred to it as Chantilly. Chantilly. It's a TLI, and it's a really hard thing to pronounce, but
Is that something the Gobies call it?
it's the home world of the Gobies. It was previously known as Chantilly. It is currently known as Mazcab.
Who named it Mazcab? The Eret?
I don't know.
Presumably.
I don't remember like any of the Mazcab lore. Except for what I wrote in Plane Shift. Which was not a lot. Cool. We won't go much further here, but has the party agreed to head to the Barrows instead?
Just so you know, yes, but the word Chantilly means home in Gobi.
Oh, very nice. Just like Earth means dirt.
I mean, Hearth, yeah.
We do live on planet Dirt. That's true.
Planet.
Promptly named.
Oh, what a silly name. All the other ones got cool names of gods and stuff.
Just so you know, it was called Mazcab after the devouring by Tuska.
Oh, because she devoured what, its anima or something?
Something like that, yeah.
And then it started being wonky.
Well, it was dying before her arrival, but it was exacerbated by the arrival of...
I see.
I would only know this through word of mouth, though. I wasn't alive when that happened.
Yeah.
Ottot is the only known surviving great city of the Gobies, according to Aka Ottot.
Is that the guy that's suspended from like ropes?
Wouldn't that be so funny if it was? Because guess what? It's not.
Damn it. I know there's one guy that's like hanging from his arms
Yeah, he
because
looks
he's so heavy.
ridiculous.
He's like 10 feet tall and it's
Well,
like
because
all
Gobies
just a
die
rock on his
naturally
back.
whenever the rock gets too big and it crushes
Yeah.
them. So he's literally cheating death.
Yeah. It's like being on a respirator.
It's worse because at least with the respirator, like you can exist normally. He's like
It's like that one guy that's still on an iron lung from like,
Oh, yeah,
polio
yeah,
in the
that's
50s.
terrible.
It's literally that. But hey, he became a professor or something. He did all this cool stuff.
All right, yeah. So that's what we would do. Sorry for lore dumping, but I just figured.
Yeah, that's fine. Good stuff. I'll be able to use some of that later. Maybe.
Only for good things, I hope.
I wonder what will happen when he goes... If he's ever able to reach Mazcab again.
Oh, I'll definitely reach Mazcab.
One way or another. Just have to get Cephalos to level 15 or whatever. And plane shift spell.
Literally, our next campaign's just this campaign part 2, but it's in
Oh
Mazcat.
my god. I gotta make one of you guys DM instead.
I'll DM, but I'll do a really bad job, so you ask me never to do it again. You know how it works with, like, doing the dishes?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or
Watering
not,
the plants.
depending on who you are. No, I water the plants like a mofo, I'll be honest.
Mm.
We don't own any, but like I would if we did.
Wait a minute. Huh? What? Okay. Why don't we do our 3 favorites here, since we've lost Shab, because I wanted to actually do something. I think we're within like 10 minutes of a story thing happening here, so I'm gonna have us wrap up here.
Dermo would like to wrap up the session by stating his 3 favorites.
Go ahead.
All right.
You have to do it in the Dermo voice, though.
Okay.
Also, from Dermo's perspective, since it's Dermo doing this.
Oh yeah.
Says,
He was already talking in first person. Anyway.
Dermo likes the fact that the DM has a random
DM?
character,
What's a
Master.
DM?
DM have a random person walk up who had no story relevance as far as we know, and it was just a random encounter that had no foreseeable impact. I like that because sometimes shit just happens and there's no good reason for it. And I appreciate that it wasn't like a secret thing where if I didn't give her food, she would turn into a giant vampire and murder me.
I like that
people
the first
ask
thing
for
you
food.
asked was, does she look like a vampire?
Well, okay,
It's
is
like-
that wrong of me to ask that? I mean, yeah, maybe it's a little racist, but like that's a realistic question, right?
I guess so. I didn't expect you to say that.
My favorite thing another player did. I don't know what any other players did, but I like what they did if they did it.
Yikes.
True.
I like
I'll take it.
admitting that he is a zealot in unclear words and realizing that he definitely isn't. He's like the people who use vinegar on their clothing, thinking it's like purifying them.
What?
But he realizes that he's like that.
Wait, what?
My partner actually cleans clothing with vinegar.
Yeah, you can use white vinegar as a fabric
not
softener.
like not like normal cleaning use, but they believe that it like actively like gets like bad juju away and stuff.
Oh, you
Oh.
mean like some nonsense. Yeah, never mind.
No, your partner is totally
Bacon,
normal. Yeah,
canceled.
you can put white vinegar in with your laundry. It's fantastic for it. It's also a natural like.
Oh, but don't do it if you're a Pisces.
Yeah, don't do it if you're a Pisces, or else you might end up swimming with the fishes. You know.
Right.
You'll drown in the washing machine.
My favorite thing Dermo did was it's kind of chit chatted. I like chit chatting. Dermo wants to know things. He wants to like. Dermo's a very perceptive and receptive kind of person. He just wants to learn from other people. Maybe not always in the best of ways, but learning from other people is how he kind of gets all of his info. That's what he knows. And that's the end of. And that is everything.
I can go next. My favorite thing the GM did was Vanstrom's response to Urlach, to Urlach, about his car's extended warranty. solid memeing.
Meme. We do some memes here.
My favorite thing another player did was Dermo's description of fate and I guess free will, and that discussion that was.
We haven't even gotten past the surface. Don't you worry.
That was good. And then my favorite thing that I did was there will be something new there. Yeah, I'm down to go to Sliskaze, who sounds like an awful place to be, but there's something new to learn, so let's go.
Oh yeah.
Those are my 3.
Okay, I'll go. Besides the whole, Shab coming out here even though he was dying, favorite thing another player did was definitely Dermo chatting it up. I 100% agree. I liked how active Dermo was in, like, meaningful conversation. Like, not just talking for the sake of talking. Like, a lot of it was good lore stuff. And that was really cool. So,
I
good
try
stuff.
to do it, but sometimes it's like really inappropriate timing. So like sometimes I have to be careful about not. Hey, it's literally 2 in the morning. It's like when you go down a Wikipedia rabbit hole and you end up on a whole ass other topic, and it's like you're supposed to be in bed because you have work tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's me as a person.
Fuck. I'm trying to think. And then favorite thing I did, I don't know, I liked kind of like painting the picture of what different Zerosians look like. Where like some are more camely than others. And then some are Slytherins. So those are the 2 types of Zerosians right there. And favorite thing DM did. I like that you're kind of giving us like lasting consequences for losing a Sliske. It wasn't just like a and then like no follow up. It's like we're being followed up. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. I wanted to, like... Yeah, so the thing is, like, they could have just died. And so if they weren't gonna die, then something pretty bad had to happen. And so here it is. Now you have no choice.
We have to go back for a redemption arc and then actually die.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Or earn our lives back,
Or earn your freedom back, maybe.
Allegedly.
Or all 4 of you will almost die.
Listen.
Third
Hey,
time.
and then that means we have to come back the 3rd time. Every time we
Yay.
bring back a new person, Sliske lets us try again. So, it's just a pyramid scheme. And you know what?
I
He's
never
an
thought
epic
about
memer. He probably would just let us go if we were successful. He'd be like, well, the rules are the rules. I don't make them. In fact, actually, I did. Never mind. You know? Off topic. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, Dragon hasn't done theirs yet.
Oh, yeah,
So I'll go off topic after that.
And let's see. So something that I did was... I liked doing the thing with the hungry person. I wanted to kind of do a little bit of building of Burgh de Rott, because we hadn't really interacted with the people there very much. We came and went pretty quick. Something that somebody... And then also bringing forth the consequences of the Barrow's failure. Something that somebody else did would be actually August checking that the person wasn't a vampire, but then also checking to see if they like have been bitten by a vampire before. That was pretty neat. Dermo keeping an eye on those things to see what's up. And then something you guys did together, I don't know. We had a short session. We didn't have too much sort of cooperation. Oh, Dermo and Dobson with their little chatting session at the very end. Dobson is just like, you can just tell him anything, and he's just like, okay, cool, let's go. That's awesome. Like he's just thinking that's awesome, like whatever. So yeah, that's a good time. And I enjoy it. He's he thinks pretty differently from the rest of the party. So he kind of brings a different perspective into the group, rounds it out a little bit more. We have our Zephylos is our master planner sort of guy, but also anything if there's something that can be done, like that's directly Zaros related, he's like, we gotta go do this. And then Dobson is just like yeah, okay, whatever, let's go. And then Dermo is just like the Zephylos fanboy, and then Erluck is he more cautious? He's more like just the senile man.
Zaphalos is just so dreamy.
Oh my god.
Rue face.
But yeah. That's it for me.
All right. Now back to the off track.
Back to the real content, the off-topic discussion.
Yeah. No, the favorite part of that PvP I ran for you was definitely
Oh.
on the topic of Sliske's shenanigans. Definitely 100% power word killing a player because they were being annoying.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
that was kind of
reviving them later.
That was kind of funny.
Just like go to sleep.
Oh, you shut up. You die now.
And it was a subtle power word kill, so it was just kill.
Yeah. It was just kill.
Kill. I
cast kill.
Yeah. Everyone knows the one-word spells are the most powerful ones.
They
in the
are.
game.
They're the creepy ones.
Weird, heal, shield. They're all good. Wish. But yeah. I like how you immediately get out of a month-long PvP and then immediately go into one.
I need 2 XP.
You're a glut. You have
my next level. Also, what am I supposed to do? Sit around and do nothing?
I guess you don't go in voice sessions.
No, I don't. I can't usually manage.
Yeah. No, we're in a server where we play D&D. I DM'd there. It's fun. But yeah. Zeros got a letter to the Way Lady. And that was fun. He's like, yeah, I'll sell you guys these herbs, but you know that interdimensional goddess that you all worship? Could you give her a letter for me? Like, thanks. And don't open it. You know. I have plans. But yeah. Anywho, I guess if we're done, then I'm just gonna dip.
Sayonara.
Slide.
What?
Alright.
He gonna dip and I'm gonna slide.
Alright, who's bouncing?
All right.
Bye.
Oh God.
He
Okay.
literally just boinged us. Oh my gosh.
He did.
I'll get boinged.
Great session. We moved like 1 inch on the screen. That's pretty good progress for us. I will see you guys. We don't have conflict yet next week, do we? No.
No,
Next
I'm
week's
currently
good.
for next week.
And then I'll be gone after that.
Yes, on the 3rd. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Fog.
Sounds good.
Talk to y'all
See you guys
later. Thank you for the
Bye.
session.
Mm-hmm.
You